Hi, I'm Scott, and this is Scott Rod's Wicked Rides.
All right, we got something kind of cool in store for you guys. We got the Daytona out of the way. Started cleaning up my garage a little bit. And, well, this will be after my stepdad's birthday, but we are going to get the turbo minivan out just so at least my stepdad can, enjoy it on his birthday. It's not race ready by any means, but we're going to throw a battery in it and we're going to break this bitch out. So stay tuned because you might see some more on this real soon. All right, so just a little bitty story on this. When I first met this guy, said he raced. I was like, all right, cool. I can't wait to see what kind of race car he's got. Well, long story short, turbovan.net, that's my stepdad's website. And yeah, needtrailer.com, that's for R&B carriages. That's for the business that I helped them with. And yep, well, we used to race this minivan back when I was like 12, 13, 14 years old. And that's what made me get the Daytona. So, yeah, typical. Been sitting a long time, transmission gaskets leaking. But got a wicked 2.5 4-cylinder turbo in it. And I'll just tell you this, it's not stock. For now, it needs to be cleaned out a little bit, but usually it's just the driver's seat, and the whole rest of it's gutted, but I got a bunch of stuff in there right now. Nice little monster tack up on the dash, boost gauge, nice and big so you can see it. Yep, that's a 30-pound gauge also. It'll max that sucker out. Yeah, soon. We'll see if this thing fires up. I'm gonna throw a battery in it.
What are you gonna do? Got one. Sure didn't sound good though, did it?
Here we go.
It's got oil pressure. I drove it to where it's at, but leaking anything? Oh man, that's not race fuel. Oh yeah.
loud noise. I swear he told me the aluminum rods make a lot of noise in this thing until it gets warmed up. So I don't know. It's hard to surprise him when it sounded like that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so as you see, I was working on my stepdad's turbo minivan this week. I was trying to keep it a secret, trying to keep it on the hush. That's why you guys didn't know about it till today. It did exactly what I wanted to do. I got my Daytona pretty much ready to take back to the track, so I figured, used to have my stepdad as, a helper and all that stuff when we would go to the drag strip before. So I was trying to push for one last hurrah for our drag racing before we just get too old and don't feel like doing the 4-cylinder front wheel drive stuff no more. So we're gonna get that turbo minivan fixed. We did blow the head gasket. He took it out and did a big old burnout in it. I forgot to tell him, I just got it out of the garage, but it's his van. He was gonna do it anyways. He even told me he was going to anyways. He's got the money to fix it, but from what I understand and talking to him here today, the dad's badass minivan is going to make a comeback at least one more time. So stay tuned. We'll obviously be working on that, possibly over at the new shop whenever we get that going. Garage door had a busted spring over there, still waiting on some power. Got a new roof though. Yep, trying to just keep moving forward. But this week I really am getting back on Sketchy. I'm not hiding any more stuff. I'm not working on anything else. I am getting back on my truck. I need to get this rear end cleaned up, the ends blasted, painted, and get it over to the guy to set this rear end up and get these axles in and get it underneath this frame because I want my truck back. I really, really want to get it at least back together and started and broken in and at least see if I need anything this winter. But, I mean, we're getting closer and closer already. It's already the end of July. So I'm going to do what I can still to keep Sketchy moving forward. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the turbo minivan. That's been something that I dealt with since I was 14 years old. That's what made me go get my Daytona, because I wanted something more aerodynamic than that box. But he makes it work, and that thing, it sits and sits and sits. You throw a lawnmower battery in it, and it fires right up every time. Even though it popped the head gasket, you give me a couple hours, it'll be back. Trust me. I just got to get the parts ordered. We're going to try and figure out that O-ring stuff. It's our only O-ringed 4-cylinder engine, so maybe there's something we're missing. Maybe there's something we didn't do. I'm going to talk to a couple people, but she's coming back. But nice little short video this week. Nice little teaser of stuff that we used to do, gonna do. Wish I had more videos of it, but I wanted him to enjoy it before I broke it, just in case. So I wasn't there when he did it. I got a little bit of a video for my stepbrother, so here's the only video I got of it. And then we will see you next week, hopefully with updates on everything in the shop. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot, I didn't mention at all. Obviously, the engine makes a lot of noise in that van. Last time I started it up, I remember him telling me that it had aluminum rods and it had some wrist pins that make a lot of noise until the engine gets warmed up, which when you first see it at the house, makes a lot of noise when I go to start it, but it gets quieter, and then when I get it pulled out of the garage, it barely makes a sound at all. Well, now that he's taking it for a rip down the street, we're thinking more like it possibly has loose torque converter bolts on top of it, popped the head gasket when he did his burnout. So just to clarify that before anybody starts, oh man, you shouldn't have done that because that engine was making all kinds of noise. That one always has. It always has made engine noise. And like I said, bottom end noise, but I'm pretty sure we were told the aluminum rods and whatever wrist pins are in it are really noisy till it gets to operating temperature, which is why it gets quieter the warmer it gets. So just putting that little 2 cents in there. Thanks again. You guys have a great rest of your week.
So if you like what you see, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button because we have new videos coming out every Monday.